Good afternoon. We begin with breaking news. An independent government inquiry has just been announced into the shocking murder of a 4-year-old boy on the Central Coast over the weekend. Live to Rex Quayle this afternoon. Rex, the Minister has confirmed caseworkers were well aware of the 4-year-old.
Hugh, it has been revealed just a short while ago that the Department of Communities and Justice they have interacted with this mother and son a number of times, the last time being 18 months ago. The extent of those interactions has not been made public just yet, but the shocking nature of this incident where a 4-year-old toddler was found dead in a Wyong unit, allegedly killed by his own mother, and detectives are investigating whether cannibalism was involved. That has prompted this urgent action. The Minister spoke just a short while ago. Take a listen to her reasoning behind launching this independent review.
The review will examine the Department's previous contact with the family, why the child was living with the mother, whether departmental decisions and actions were appropriate, and whether the Department could have done more to protect this child. I intend to publicly release the review, subject to any legal constraints.
It comes as tributes were laid in Wyong today for this little boy who we still cannot name for legal reasons. This incident has just shocked the Wyong community to its core. Court documents today have come out showing that they ordered samples from the fingernails and the mouth of this 32-year-old mother on the Saturday when she first presented to Wyong Police Station in a frantic state. Now, what's also been revealed today is that she was moved from solitary confinement at a prison on the Central Coast to Silverwater Women's Prison. If you stay tuned to 7 News throughout the day at 6 p.m, we're going to have all the details of this review, the shocking details that have continued to be released today. That'll be on the news at 6.
All right, Rex Quayle, we'll see you in the news at 6 then. Thank you. A major escalation in tensions with Beijing this afternoon. China has test-fired an intercontinental ballistic missile from a submarine in the Pacific. Jacqueline Robson is in Canberra for us. Jackie, the government was only warned of this a few hours ago.
Yes, Hugh, in the last hour, China has confirmed it launched this test ballistic missile with a dummy warhead into the Pacific. Australia only warned about it earlier today. It was to be a sea-based missile. It came from a submarine and it's only inflaming tensions.
This is a long-range missile test and we are very concerned about any actions which undermine the stability, the peace and security of the Pacific.
This is just as the Prime Minister secured another victory in attempting to limit China's influence in the region. Fiji has now become Australia's 4th major ally, joining the likes of the US, New Zealand and PNG with formal treaties. The Ocean of Peace Alliance secures a mutual defence obligation which will see both countries come to each other's aid in the event of an armed attack. It's also opening the door for other Pacific nations to join the alliance. Take a listen.
The significance of this agreement cannot be underestimated for what it means for our two great nations, and we are both stronger because of it.
This is a clear affirmation of Australia's sustained commitment to the stability, resilience and prosperity of the Blue Pacific region at a time of global uncertainty.
This is a welcome distraction for the Prime Minister, who is facing backlash back home. Anthony Albanese issued an apology earlier today after playing a game of shag, marry, date on a podcast over the weekend. He named Kylie Minogue for all three, and many have slammed it as degrading and beneath the office of the Prime Minister. Right now, Anthony Albanese is on a diplomatic blitz. He is set to head to the Solomon Islands tomorrow. Hugh?
Jacqueline Robson in Canberra, thank you. A driver has been arrested over a heart-pounding chase through Sydney's inner suburbs. He collided with a motorbike and smashed into a wall while allegedly trying to escape arrest. Sam Payne reports.
Good afternoon. Well, this is where a police pursuit came to a crashing end here in Ultimo last night after the 51-year-old driver allegedly hit a motorbike rider just moments before. Caught on camera just after midnight, you can see the moment the car drives the wrong way down a one-way street before turning directly into the rider, hitting the 25-year-old man to the ground, continuing on and crashing into this gate.
Police were nowhere near the collision. We were actually notified of a separate incident, being the collision, and then we've identified that the same vehicle was involved.
Now, police say it all began just a few streets away when the car was spotted by officers driving without headlights on. A pursuit was initiated, but had to be called off due to unsafe conditions. They were looking for the car when the collision occurred.
It's silly behaviour. The pursuit only lasted a matter of minutes. It was only very short.
The 25-year-old rider was taken to Royal Prince Alfred Hospital in a stable condition for soft tissue injuries. The 51-year-old driver was also taken to hospital for mandatory testing. He has since been charged and hit with multiple offences. I'll have more details on who that driver is in the news tonight at 6.
Sam Payne. A woman in her 70s has been injured after she was run over by her own car at Blacktown. Emergency crews say she was getting out of the vehicle around 10 o'clock last night when it rolled backwards. The woman was treated for injuries to her head, chest and leg before being taken to Westmead Hospital. A senior executive from social media giant Meta has defended the company's position on tackling hate speech online. Under questioning at the Royal Commission into Anti-Semitism today, they were asked about a sudden drop in the number of posts being taken down. Leonie Ryan has the details.
Good afternoon. Well, the policy director for the owner of Facebook wouldn't weigh into claims that a change to its policy on hate speech had led to an increase in anti-Semitic rhetoric on all of its platforms. Benjamin Good couldn't explain why there had been a 73% reduction in the number of hate speech items being taken down by Meta between October to December 2024, when only 2 million were removed in the 3 months to September 2025.
We are addressing this risk of over-enforcement while still removing content from our platform.
Meta boss Mark Zuckerberg made the changes in January 2025.
We're going to focus those filters on tackling illegal and high-severity violations. And for lower severity violations, we're going to rely on someone reporting an issue before we take action.
He wanted the online community to speak more freely on topics such as gender and immigration. But it was put to the policy director by counsel assisting that the number of complaints from Jewish organisations increased and more anti-Semitic content was being posted online before accused terrorist Naveed Akram is alleged to have murdered 15 people at Bondi Beach in December. This is the third hearing block for the inquiry, which is investigating the systemic rise of anti-Semitism. Now, Commissioner Virginia Bell is overseeing this inquiry and is expected to hand down a final report in December this year.